It's the 25th annual Camp Estival d'Excellence. We're on day 2, and we have Sainte-Foy taking on Team Excellence. Thanks for joining us. It's Tarek Spate, North Pole Hoops. And as mentioned, we're day 2, starting to learn more about these young prospects on Team Excellence. Guarding the ball right now is 2, as emerging as an early MVP candidate at this camp. Taking on a Sainte-Foy squad with 2 to 3 years on them in terms of age. Gonna have a quick foul here. (6-2) early on. Playing 25-minute halves, running time. As mentioned, 2 on Team Excellence, a 6'2" point guard, 2019 class. Has emerged over the last few days. Has a strong feel for the game. Got great length and size at his position. I literally learned about him as a point guard. Was trying to figure him out, from day 1. Trying to understand what maybe he was a combo, and then got a true feel that he can really lead a team today. Has been impressive. Here he is with the ball, guarded by Derek Labadie. Thanks again for tuning in. It's Tarek Spate of North Pole Hoops, joined by my right-hand man, Eric Sampasa.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Nice atmosphere here in Montreal. Very intense opportunities for the young cats.
So Eric, you've been coaching these guys the last couple of days, different sort of age groups and whatnot.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what you know about these guys.
So a lot of these guys are raw. I'd say raw, skill-wise and understanding the game. But a lot of them are strong and athletic. For their age, there's some big bodies here. And also a lot of them like to learn. So it's a good opportunity for these kids. And the thing I like most about kids in Montreal is they never back down. So it's always fun. Always fun to watch these kids play.
No question, as I was saying earlier, over the last couple of days, you kind of see some guys separating themselves. At the top of that list was 2 at the point guard position.
Yes.
Team Quebec, provincial team member. But still a lot of guys, we're waiting for them possibly in these later games here. Got 6'5", 6'6", size, length, athleticism, but still haven't really activated as far as, the mental game is concerned. A guy that I really liked today earlier in the day was Max Harvey, number 23 there in white.
Yes.
Really physical. What do you know about him?
I know that kid, super athlete from what I've seen, dedicated. The thing I like the most about this kid is he responds good to critique. Doesn't back down from a challenge. And once he gets defensive-minded, the sky's the limit for this kid.
Now, I'm familiar with a few of these players on Sainte-Foy, especially the young guy, Derek Labadie, guy with point guard with the ball, number 3. What can you tell me about this program in general, and also maybe some of the personnel on the roster?
So Sainte-Foy, I'm less familiar from the past years, but they've always been known for being great shooters, good at moving the ball, and committed to the team. Derek Labadie is one kid I saw, been a lights-out shooter and a lot better ball handler than most of the kids I see up north in Quebec.
And one thing you can know for sure is these CJEP programs have size, have experience, have strength over these young Team Excellence guys, and it's a great opportunity for us to be able to evaluate them against meaningful competition.
Yeah, definitely. You get to see how big the gap is between Excellence and just the next step, which is CJEP Division 1, and how quickly these guys adapt, these young guys especially.
Gonna have a quick timeout, take a break, and we'll be back for first half action. 12-2 early on, Sainte-Foy in control.
Is it something that I've done again? Say what?
Here's Campbell, look out, one hand down.
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills. Available at all NPH events. Exposure starts here.
Keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow!
Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent, game speaks. There's no politics here. Okay, let's keep it going.
We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him?
We're back early on. Sainte-Foy in control, 12-2, make that 13. And one thing we've seen even yesterday, in yesterday's game, Eric, is the intensity level is definitely different. You know, if you're not careful, the teams, of course, at the CJEP level, they're going to hit you right away. They're coming, using these games as practice, but also they're not playing games. They're really coming here to, you know, play as if it was a regular season CJEP game.
Yeah, definitely. I think all the coaches are on the same mindset as not only having a good season in Quebec, but whichever gets to the Nationals, representing Quebec and competing at the national level. They definitely can do it. So good opportunity for them to practice being a perfect team.
Here's Yves on the pull-up. He's had a good week, misses that one. One of the younger guys on Team Excellence, compact point guard, but can really create on the screen and roll and can shoot that. Here's Max Harvey with the rebound off the air ball. Behind the back he goes to 2. Back to Max. Yves with it up top. There's Giannis launches the 3. He's a kid out of Gatineau. Max Harvey knocks it down. Mentioned earlier, Eric, you know, this is a guy that was relatively quiet yesterday, almost didn't notice him, and then today's really come on strong as one of the top performers.
Yeah, so Max, I think he's realizing, might be confident in his shoe. I'm not really sure. I didn't speak to him too much. But I feel like yesterday he was overthinking things. Today I think he's just letting the game come to him. It's really a beautiful sight.
You know, he's a about 6 foot point guard. More of a combo right now, but extremely athletic. Can really get to the rim as they force a shot clock violation. We're playing with a 24-second shot clock, which is another element that they've added since yesterday. I remember watching him early, Max throw down a windmill just after the game. Kind of displayed his freakish athleticism, a little bit of a Russell Westbrook type.
Exactly. That's probably the first person that comes to mind when we see him jump out the gym. He's not that big in terms of height-wise, but he's a big body. He can move weight, and he can really affect the tempo in a second.
I think as he learns how to play the point guard spot, develop his leadership, and he'll really take his game to another level. Here he is on the pump fake, weaves through traffic, and his foul will get to the line.
Definitely a nice read. That's the kid you always see in the gym every time I come down to Montreal, come through Jean Mance. I see this guy getting up shots, working on read and reacts. Just reaction downhill activity. I think he's really dedicated to honing his skills and being the top dog on every team he participates in.
Now, Eric, for context to our viewers, I know you mentioned that every time you come to Montreal, you're obviously from Gatineau.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Gatineau, some of the history, some of what's going on currently in the scene, both with the game in the region, and also, what your role you've been playing, in that region.
So I'm now director of the only club team in Gatineau. It's a city bordering Ottawa, Gatineau Dragons, and Gatineau's been fairly a good program, turning out a few good players. Considering the size, less than 300,000. We got a few guys on the national team. We got Olivier Hanlon that was drafted 2015 by the Utah Jazz, now with the Spurs. A few guys going to Carleton. A lot of guys going to Division I this year, and the local CJEP now makes his jump into Division I this fall. So Outaouais, yes.
Outaouais.
And it's going to be probably a big transition for the whole city in terms of the basketball community. It's budding, I'd say.
Gatineau, definitely a producer of high-level talent over the years. Pound for pound, some of the best basketball, in the country, really, as far as, population is concerned. Right now it's 17-6, Team Excellence trying to get something going. Here is Max Harvey once again, called for a travel on the spin. I think he's trying to do too much right now. You see his frustration kicking in. He's got to be able to keep his cool.
Really, for Max, the thing I see is learning to rely on other things than his penetration dribble. Maybe becoming a more consistent shooter, a better passer, facilitating for his teammates, creating off the drive, but not necessarily always being that first option to get to the bucket.
Earlier in the day and yesterday as well, we've been talking about, true point guards and their ability to control tempo, ability to balance the floor, ability to communicate with their troops. A guy that I've really seen do that yet today was Tu. He's looking like the best prospect at camp right now, a 6'2" point guard. He's on the bench right now, but really liked what I saw from him. Finally stepping up and communicating with his guys. Here's Eve, gives it up. Kick out, back in the hands of Harvey. Three ball off the mark, and that was Yanis Dauphin coming up with the rebound for Sainte-Foy. We got two more games following this one. Another boys game as Excellence takes on another CJEP program, and followed by the ladies to end off the night. Want to give a special thank you to Mehdi Stambouli and JF Allard for bringing North Pole Hoops down to Montreal. 25th anniversary of the camp, Festival d'Excellence. Lots of history at this camp. That was Junior on the missed three. Less than 10 minutes to go here in the first half. And Jonathan Sannon out of John Mont's, one of the leading scorers in the high school league out here, but still waiting for him to really see that prowess. 6'4", 6'5", 2'3". Again, as you mentioned, guys with physical tools, he's one of them. Great energy from Sainte-Foy on the extra possessions. Really going to work on the offensive glass, and easy bucket there. Yesterday we watched Vanier Cheetahs. They looked great. I mean, haven't started the season yet, but they got a lot of firepower. They're missing three of their top players yesterday, but it didn't look like it watching them.
Yeah, definitely. That team, I say the first thing that stands out is that team looks in shape. Those guys are big, strong, but they all can run the floor, and they're all committed to playing defense. I think Andy's done a tremendous job getting those guys ready for the season. They seem season ready, and the season doesn't start for the next 2 months.
Yeah, defensively, you know, they didn't give an inch and made everything difficult for the opposition. A team to definitely look out for as the CJAP season kicks off.
So you see here Max driving, there's a bit of contact, but he's a big enough body to just plow through that and get that pass easily without a problem.
I want to see him, you know, maintain his cool throughout the rest of the game, not let the emotions get the best of him.
And I think that's one thing that differentiates him and Tu. Tu is very poised. I never see him rattled since the start of this camp. I've seen him playing. Has not been rattled at all. Doesn't talk back, positive attitude. He just wants to keep chipping away at that lead.
I mean, that's a huge quality for an elite level point guard, is that composure. To some kids it comes naturally, to others they got to develop it. But I mean, it's all part of their development and growth. Take your weaknesses, turn them into strengths. Loose ball here, near turnover, and they finally do turn it over here.
Looked like it was a deflection off Sainte-Foy. Still Excellence team ball.
Here's Sandin. Kicking it out, 3 ball, no good. And that will be Sainte-Foy basketball. Here's Derek Labadie on the spin, nice move there, tried to go with the up and under, met at the rim, and here comes Excellence. Sainte-Foy will call a timeout, talking things over, 19-8. Team Excellence picking up some steam. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
NPH National Showcase Circuit. From the grassroots level to the pros, a system has been developed through the National Showcase Circuit. North Pole Hoops hosts 3-day camps in Canada's major basketball markets that focus on exposure, skill development, and character development. Top performers go on to receive athletic scholarships in Canada and the United States. Currently, over 200 Canadian men and women playing at the NCAA Division I level. Canada's next top talents are identified at NPH's National Showcase Circuit. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH Events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season. Now is your chance to get involved with the fastest growing sport in Canada with the industry leaders and influencers. Get in the game today and join NPH in growing basketball in this country.
rep by rep. You push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt sets in. Why do you do it? Is it worth it? The lights turn on. All your questions are answered.
Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away a smartphone to one of you. So make sure you're subscribed and you like, comment, and share on any one of our videos. And the more times you do it, the better chances you have of winning. This is Sydney Ray for NorthpoleHoops.com. Good luck. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away a smartphone to one of you. So make sure you're subscribed and you like, comment, and share on any one of our videos. And the more times you do it, the better chances you have of winning. This is Sydney Ray for
It doesn't matter where you're from or what background you are. How small you might be.
We are back live from Montreal. Jonas Dauphin throwing down a big one early on. Number 21 in blue.
Rookie out of SSF. Got the chance to see him. Not only is he big, he can spread the floor. This guy can shoot. He's a big body. He can shoot, can move. A shot changer.
Here he is defending. Jonathan Sanon finally gets one to go. Knocks down the triple. Sometimes scorers, when they get one going, see it go through, becomes a big time confidence booster. I'd like to see more out of him here as we progress. Here he is again, nice pass. Ball is fumbled and we Sainte-Foy basketball.
Looks like Excellence here is making a 5-man rotation. I don't know, maybe they're looking to change the pace, the tempo of the game, chip away at that lead again.
A minute and a half left in the first half. Derek Labadie tries to save it, but it'll be Excellence ball. If you look at this roster here, Eric, I mean, there is a lot of talent on the floor, but the experience piece is such a huge difference. I mean, if you look at the size and the length, athleticism, they can really match up, but it's just a matter of discipline, as you see the different levels.
Definitely, and discipline and ball control, doing the little things has been a big focus this week at the camp, actually. Doing the little things that matter. The little things are the things that have huge impacts in games, and you can see from yesterday's game and today's game, the difference in the CJEP teams that are taking care of the ball, those little things, communicating, right? So it's really something those kids got to catch up on, and they're blessed to be having this opportunity to learn.
Max Harvey here has been really balling. Oh, wow. And as I say that, it gets a putback there. It's easily his best game so far of the week. Been providing a lot of offense for Team Excellence, giving these guys hope. Typically, yesterday, each game was a blowout by halftime, but they're hanging in there, 11-point deficit. But definitely have some momentum, got some confidence. Right now, Max Harvey leading the young guys. Free throws off the mark. Going into halftime, 28-17, Sainte-Foy. Stick with us here for the second half.
Everyone has their story. What's yours? Were you born with the ball in your hands? Or were you a late bloomer? Are you a dead-eye shooter? Or a high flyer?
Throws up an alley-oop! All elbow! Williams!
Are you a leader? Or an elite role player? North Pole Hoops wants to know, what's your story? Everyone has their story. What's yours?
The core, the six-pack. The elusive grouping of muscles that every single client is trying to achieve by running, jumping, or doing a million sit-ups. But will those million sit-ups really get you the 6 grouping of muscles that sit on the front of your body? With this video, we really want to show you that it doesn't happen that way. You gotta make sure that you're doing the right exercises, and more importantly, you gotta make sure that your diet is clean. That's the only way that you're gonna have that six-pack. Take a look at this video and you'll see which ones you should do and which ones you should stay away from. Shoulder injuries are annoying and frustrating, especially when you're trying to stay fit and active. Visiting your local rehab center may not always be the right answer. The exercises prescribed there are outdated, the movements that they provide aren't functional, and you don't use them on a day-to-day basis. Please take a look at this video and let's see if we can figure out which ones you're supposed to do and the ones you're supposed to stay away from.
Welcome back to the second half. And as we started up, Sainte-Foy quickly on the board. Nice mid-range jumper there by number 13 for Sainte-Foy. Max Harvey on the attack, down the lane, tough shot. A little force there. Again, that's where shot selection gotta be better. Batista with it. Gives it up to Labadie. Eve comes up with it, nice in transition with the finger roll. Again, one of the younger guys for Excellence. Team Excellence picking up some momentum, down 11 still. 24 minutes left in the game. Here's Max, nice to Dauphin. And now we're starting to see Max create for others as he's absorbing the double team.
Yeah, definitely learning very, very fast, this kid. From yesterday and today, it seems like a whole different kid, whole different player. Beautiful, it's good.
Night and day, no question. You're starting to see him motivate his guys. The energy's changing right now. They've cut the lead into single digits, 9-point game. Harvey again tries to find his teammate. A little miscommunication there, but a good look nevertheless.
What I like seeing now, Max, yesterday, that pass, his teammate would have caught it. Wouldn't have caught it, he would have been a little bit frustrated. Here we just see him giving a high five to the teammate, tell him, it's okay, let's play on.
Definitely looking to see this growth by the possession, but it's about consistency at the end of the day here. Let's see what he can do right here. Max to 2, another standout for Excellence. Eve on the attack, loses it. Body's on the floor and Sainte-Foy comes up with it. Oh, that's a pretty floater there by Junior, number 6 for Black. And that was 2, Randre Salama off the mark on 3. You can see why I'm hesitating to say his last name. It's not an easy one. And here he is again, tries another one. Off the mark both times. Game getting a little sloppy. Guys got to settle down. Here's Dauphin. Excuse me. Here's Max on the 3. Wow, he's got it going. He's got at least half the points for his squad.
Definitely, this kid, he's teeing up. The whole team, it's contagious. Everybody's hustling, nobody's backing down. Everybody wants the ball, everybody wants that dub.
Eve at the point right now. Pulls up for 3, way off. A lot of sloppy basketball here to start the second half. I think this is where Team Excellence has to show some discipline. You know, guys can get that shot anytime in the shot clock, but they got to try to get a decent shot to a good shot to a great shot.
I mean, guys, they feel a bit of, I think the pressure's getting to them right now. They feel like they're on a good look. But we all know the old saying, live by the 3, die by the 3.
Yeah.
Trying to get that big player, we don't need that. Patience.
I think, you know, Excellence is getting a lot of fortunate plays on the other side with Sainte-Foy getting unforced turnovers. That difference was yesterday, Vanier's just didn't have that room for error. Vanier would make, you know, turnovers and bad possessions into 2 or 3 points each time down. Here's Labadie, nice finger roll down the lane. He's one of those kids that we've been watching come up, really crafty, point guard. Uses his, you know, feel for the game and his tight dribbling ability to get to the lane. 12-point game, less than 20 minutes to go. Sanin on the line.
Amadou Kamara, one here on defense. One of these kids shows spurts of talent, spurts of potential. Just waiting for him to just finally come to fruition in one of these games. He has all the aspects, athletic, could dribble, could shoot, could pass. We're just waiting for all of it to come together.
I think he's one of those guys, Eric, that you know, you're still trying to figure out what he is as in terms of his position, but a guy that I think can really make his mark as a defensive stopper because of, you know, his length, his size, the physical tools. And we've been talking about mindset all week, you know, approaching the game with a sense of urgency. And if he can do that and just be able to lock his guy up every game, I mean, that's a huge asset to any team.
Definitely. He's one of those guys, he seems like he could be a glue guy.
Absolutely.
I think he just needs to find his position, like you were saying, find his role on his team right now, what he could do, how he can impact every game and his teammates.
His excellence, moving it around. Max Harvey, he's had the hot hand in this one, has it up top, gets the screen. Big 3-ball right there, putting the lead to 10. Lots of good energy from Team Excellence, and fortunate miss right there. They could get a chance to cut it back to single digits. Last possession, it was a Park X kid with some home cooking. Milan Robichaud knocked down the triple. He's shown a lot of good signs, you know, throughout this camp. And on the line there was Kevin Paul, hitting the free throw, cutting it down to a 9-point game. Tough shot there. Probably could have got a better one if you're Sainte-Foy, but here comes Max Harvey. Spin move in the lane, floater, no good. Easy bucket right there for Sainte-Foy. Sanin tries to answer, that's off the mark. Under 16 minutes to go. Sainte-Foy's foul will get to the line for 2. I want to thank everyone for tuning in on North Pole Hoops. Don't forget to click that subscribe button for our YouTube channel for the latest in Canadian basketball, as well as following us on Twitter at North Pole Hoops. Always love coming down to Montreal, Quebec in general. Lots of new talent to enter our national database for various classes. And a couple kids I'm looking forward to see in the next game include Trayvon Minot, Jamil Phillips, as well as Benjamin Datro. Benjamin and Trayvon both play, of course, for Saint Laurent. Lots of good energy from Coach. Really leading his troops. Kevin Paul starting to show some life on day 2 here. There's Paul trying to connect once again, off the mark that time. And you can definitely see this is a different level of team than Vanier, as 2 gets to the rim. Nice smooth finish right there.
You can really see 2's ready to play a point guard. He's coming here in transition, not even looking at the rim. He sees the rim, and he's looking cross-court all the way down, reading the secondary layers of defense.
Yeah, great to see his confidence rise. He had great reviews as Junior knocks down the triple. Great reviews from Coach Nathan Grant, Quebec provincial team coach, on 2. Just a low maintenance kid, a kid that's doesn't have an attitude. He has actually a great attitude, very coachable. And you can see the physical tools along with his feel for the game at 6'2", point guard. It's probably his best trait is his ball speed. He can really get up and down the floor, baseline to baseline in a hurry. And nobody has been proven to be able to stop him. That was Yanis Dauphin, number 15. Trying to work the paint. Big fella will get to the line. Sainte-Foy missed the free throw. They get the offensive board. Labadie tries to make him pay off the mark. Dauphin rebound. Big fella, big move off the mark that time. But a 3rd possession for Sainte-Foy. Here comes 2 in transition. Sanin, nice attack. That's how you finish. Strong to the cup. Did not think twice there. And right back comes Derek Labadie. Guys got to get back, especially after a made bucket. Labadie comes up with it. Oh, great recovery right there by 2 on the big block. Thought he was going up to dunk it, but love it, love it. There you saw 2's defensive capability. He can guard on the ball, but he showed right there his off the ball ability. There's Derek Labadie knocking down another triple. Maintaining comfort. Here's Jonathan Sanin. He's been coming alive here in the second half. Just about 9 minutes to go. 11-point game. Excellence down against Sainte-Foy. Labadie again down the lane. Tough shot. That one's off, and here comes Sanin. Attacking the rim with confidence all the way off the mark. Looking for a foul, but he gets back. Here's Labadie behind the back, 3-ball. Nope. And no excuse for that. That's just got to be a simple box out. Shooter gets his own rebound and finishes the bucket. Pull-up game there. Not too much movement on that last possession, but a mid-range pull from 2. And there's Labadie down the lane, fouled, and will go to the line. One thing I noticed about being here at Park X and kind of taking in everything, and it's a place that really builds toughness. I mean, it's a facility that's special to the community. I think a lot of ballers, the real ballers, you know, when they're bored, they just come out here and hoop. You know, I remember, you know, last night we saw guys come out like Lugens Dort, high major recruit out of Quebec. We saw Kemi Osi, former D1 kid, and Richardson Matra, eventual D1 guy. A lot of guys were just basically hooping about till 1 a.m. They're playing one-on-one drills, and really where there's no hiding. So one thing I learned about Park X is really a place where you build toughness. Kind of like an old school feel to it.
Yeah, so this place has been open for the longest time. And the basketball scene here, the grittiness, has been the place really where everywhere in the city of Montreal, in the first places you came, especially in the summers when I came to Montreal, the first place they told me to go is Park X if you really want to work on your game. They used to have NCAA coaches come here, NBA trainers come here, give clinics, so it's always been a place of high-level basketball.
And the thing is that, you know, when guys come out here, they're battling the elements. I mean, it's hot. It's an environment that's not easy to play in. But as I'm going through the week, even for myself, I'm just like, dang, I just got to suck it up and, you know, be tougher.
Yeah, it's definitely a place.
And I'm just sweating watching the game. I couldn't imagine the guys playing.
They're just dripping water the whole day. It's really hot in here. They got the conditioning. They got a bunch of drills. And, you know, it's Montreal.
The guys have been working.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had jam-packed schedules. Pretty much wake up at 7, get breakfast, and then get to work. Here is, oh, hey, 2, nice. He basically finished that with his length. I didn't think he was gonna be able to dunk it, but he squeezed it through. That was interesting.
Yeah, I've been working out. We saw 2 work out this morning. Really, right here, we're seeing he has a second gear. Yeah. And this morning, I didn't know he can dunk. He really doesn't look like those guys that can jump out the gym, but sometimes he'll just surprise you. Like the block earlier on the 6'6" guy, just went up there and blocked the guy with no problem.
I mean, one thing I noticed about him at first time I saw him, it was in drills at the time on Sunday. You know, he moves like an athlete. Maybe not a guy that looks like he can get up and down, but a guy that can definitely move side to side, up and like, you know, not up and down vertically, but you know, on the floor, baseline to baseline. He's just really swift.
Yeah, I think this guy does a lot of plyometrics. His footwork's pretty good, and he's good control for speed.
Nice backdoor cut right there, trying to squeeze through the defense. There's a turnover there. 5 minutes to go, down 14. Nice finish right there for Sainte-Foy. That's number 2, Batista. On the up and under.
There's definitely been a change and in progress in Sainte-Foy over the years. They used to be known for passing and shooting, but it seems like their guards been working on their guard skills and their posts been working on their perimeter and post skills. They're getting more and more competitive each year. I love seeing that up north in Quebec.
Sainte-Foy, correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, out of Quebec City.
Yeah, Quebec City in the north of the Saint Laurent River, in the province of Quebec, of course. And that's a city that's been budding, slowly budding, getting small talents, and you have that university over there, of course.
And they got the kid Emmanuel Bandumel out of Quebec City, younger brother of Jim Bandumel, a talented kid. Derek Labadie knocks down the triple. He's a guy, he's a top 10 Canadian prospect in the North Post national rankings, being recruited at the high major level. Oklahoma, Baylor, SMU, big schools on him. Oregon has reached out. Nice triple there for Team Excellence. They needed that one. Labadie trying to get right through, draws the defense and kicks out. Batista answers. Here's Max Harvey. Second half has been a little quiet after a strong start to the first half. Giannis Dauphin with a nice block, but it looked like he sprained his ankle in the process. They're gonna call whistle. Dauphin on the floor. Hopefully nothing too serious. Might have been an ankle, hopefully not a knee. We'll take a short break with 3 minutes left to go. We'll be back.
Enjoy.
I'm going to count the front of your hip and the back of your hip as one, but I'm going to start with the back first. So this is a great tip for those of you who are runners.
Welcome back. 3 minutes to go here. Sainte-Foy up, and Batista gets to the lane, bullies his way, but no good. Team Excellence down 19 points. Here's two. He's had a solid game. Yves hands off to Harvey. Careless turnover there. Derek Labadie takes advantage. Spin move, no good. Out to Batista. Sainte-Foy continue to do work down low. Yves, step back, pull it. Gets it to go. Little shooter's roll. Wow. Crafty finish there for Derek Labadie. Again, not a guy that will beat you with explosive athleticism, but just has a knack for getting to the rim. A nice first step, and very crafty. Oh! Max Harvey drops his man and pulls up. We're gonna have to check for more broken ankles. on that one. Max Harvey continuing to roll. Big boy move right there. Number 21 for Sainte-Foy. Knew what he wanted and he got it. Nice finish on the hook. Harvey, another one, this time he's good. Helps get the steal on that one is Max and Eve. Max all the way to the rim, no foul, some contact. Comes up with a loose ball. A little bit of full court pressure here from Team Excellence. Eve on Labate. Behind the back, Labate goes, kick out, and Harvey comes up with it. Pulls up, oh, nearly gets it to go. Nice presence in mind to check the clock. And that will be it, 69-52. Team Excellence playing their best game in the last 2 days. Stay tuned, we got more action coming for you here from Camp Estival d'Excellence.